Hey guys, how's things? My name is Matthew and this is the channel Afro Trout. So today I decided to come up with a list, start off with a top 5 list of my top 5 fragrances at the moment. But I decided to do something a bit different as well. I said I put in something, there's usually an honourable mention at the beginning of these videos when you're looking at other reviewers, but I decided to do something a bit different and have something called a random mention, which is basically I'm going to show you a bottle and I'm going to tell you something about my feelings on it and see what you think then, and ask you to comment down below on your opinion. Okay, so firstly, the bottle I'm talking about is actually Dior Homme Parfum. So I blind bought this bottle, as I said, it was last November, and going off the hype, it was actually announced that it was being discontinued. So I bought the bottle and I got it delivered to work, and I couldn't believe the scent. This has been compared to Dior Homme Intense, and I don't actually get that at all. I think that it's very heavy and it's a nuclear performance scent. Like it's something that does not disappear off your skin. And to be honest with you, it's not something that I like. I've worn it a few times trying to like it. You know, when you're listening to hype and stuff, you really try sometimes to make yourself like a scent. But Dior Homme Parfum, now it's not one for me. So tell me what you think, and do you actually think it's similar to Dior Homme Intense? And what's your thoughts on this? So comment down below with that, and I'd like to hear. So I'll start off the list then. So this is now, at this moment in time, this is my list. As you all probably know, that this would change probably on a daily basis for some people. So the number 5 on the list anyway I have is Gucci Pour Homme. Some people like to say duh or 2, whatever you like. But so I bought this at the end of last autumn, so just at the fall actually. So it was a bad time for me to buy it, because it's actually a tea-based scent, and it's a really enjoyable scent now. I couldn't pinpoint what the actual notes in the scent were, but when I was actually looking at reviews on it then, when someone says it's tea-based and it smells exactly like tea. It's a gorgeous scent, lovely one for the spring and summer. It doesn't perform at all for the fall winter, so I'm looking forward to wearing that now, and actually I've been wearing it for a few days now recently. So yeah, that's my number 5. So number 4 on the list then is a scent you're all going to know anyway, but it's Acqua di Gio Profumo. So what I like about this one is its versatility, and like you can put this on no matter where you're going. If you're going out somewhere to an event, or you're just going down the street to buy a bit of shopping or anything like that, you can just throw this on and you're going to smell perfect. Like, so I think it's great. Now this is a 180ml bottle. At the start when I was buying fragrances, I was doing the stupid thing of buying the largest bottle I could find. To be honest, I'm happy I have this because it's a very versatile scent, and 2 sprays of this is all you need and it lasts all day. So the only downside to it is that everyone else has smelt this, so it's basically the original DNA with incense and patchouli. Now I don't consider myself to be an expert on the notes in any of these scents, but I've watched so many videos myself about this. So the original with incense and patchouli just makes it a bit more masculine and performs like a trooper, so definitely a good one for the collection. So next one then I have on the list is number 3, and that's the original Dior Homme by Christian Dior. So this is definitely one of my favourite scents. I wear this to work a lot. Doesn't look like it here now, there's a bit of a dent in it, but I actually had a 50ml bottle before this. So we got this one there at the end of last year. But so this is basically a creamy iris, and this started all the Dior Homme flankers coming out, and it's a bit overshadowed nowadays with the sorry, I'm pointing at my collection here, it's underneath the camera, but the Dior Homme Intense and Dior Homme Parfum that I mentioned there at the beginning. So this is definitely being overshadowed by them. some people think that this doesn't perform as well as it used to, reformulate and stuff like that. No, I never smelt it back then, but this is a gorgeous scent. It starts off with the iris, the scent of the iris, and then when it starts to dry down, it gets a bit creamy, really nice, and it goes lovely with a shirt and tie as well for work and stuff like that. It's a great scent, and I highly recommend it. So number 2 on the list then is Reflection Man by Amouage. As you can see, I've put a good dent in this. It's an expensive fragrance, but I feel on top of the world when I wear this scent. Like, this is definitely a scent that people would know me from. I wear this to work. This will be my signature scent to work, to go to, in work. But so this actually contains a note of iris as well, and jasmine is another note in it. It's a flower, so this is actually a floral scent. There's not too many masculine floral scents. This actually is very masculine, even though it's a floral scent. So I think that Amouage done a great job on this. People compare it to Le Mal. I used to wear Le Mal years ago. I wore a bottle of it, never bought a second one, but this is much better, much nicer scent, and this go lovely with shirt and tie as well if you're going to work, or a suit. And it's also a very nice casually too, and it performs like a trooper too. I remember one time I was going to work, and I wore it to work, came back that evening about 8 o'clock that night. I was getting into the car and my father picked me up, my brother says, "Oh my god, what are you wearing?" And I told him it was this. He's also big into fragrances too, and I couldn't believe he could smell it. I actually go anosmic to this sometimes too, so it performs very well too. So Reflection Man, highly recommend it. So my number 1 scent, I've gone through, I think, between me and my brother, we've gone through 4 bottles of this stuff already in the last 2 years, and it's La Nuit de l'Homme by YSL. I think it's absolutely gorgeous scent. Like, I always wear this if I'm going to meet my girlfriend or something. I'll always stick this on. I just really think it's such a nice, inviting scent, and it is like not overhyped, but it's very much hyped online, and Jeremy Fragrance hyped this a lot. But to be honest with you, I don't ever smell it. I'm in Ireland here. I never smell this or see anyone talking about this or anything, you know. So that's good for me. Like, you know, as someone who's into fragrances, you're trying to smell unique, and I think that it's great. But this actually here, if you look, the bottle, the lid, this is actually 2009 formulation that I got very lucky with online with this one. Was looking online at this local Irish website that people just put stuff up for sale, and this was on it for €40, and I spotted the 4-digit batch code beginning with 9 on the bottom of it, and I scooped it up for 40 quid. You wouldn't get a 40ml bottle of the formulation in the shops now for that price, so I was very lucky at this. Now, being honest, it is much richer and it lasts much longer than the current formulation, but I started on the current formulation. Me and my brother went through a full 100ml bottle each before we even got to smell this stuff, so highly recommend buying that at the moment. It's great scent, and women absolutely love it. Like, I've got a good few nice compliments from this now. My girlfriend loves it, so she does. So yeah, La Nuit de l'Homme, that will always be my number 1, I think. So yeah, that's it. That's my top 5 list. So maybe if you could tell me what your top 5 fragrances are at the moment, and I'd like to choose one of your top 5 in the comment section. Then it's great to start getting conversing with a few followers and people who watch the video. So it'd be great if you could give the video a thumbs up and maybe give me a subscription as well. So like, I'll go start making a few more videos too, so if you'd like to see more, do that. And thanks a mil, take a handy.